Okay, hello everybody. I know it's been a couple of days without videos, but I still have been working. I'll let you know where I am. I finished the Dino Sorcerors. There's the final page. All colored and vintageized, as I like to describe it. I have to cut it to size to fit in the specifications for the book. These pages are actually... They're sized specifically for Instagram, although it's not posted on Instagram. That's just the size of the paper I was using. And you may have seen my zine that I did, but I actually have a cover on it now. So this is the slick cover with newsprint insides. And that was a success. I spent... yesterday I did this ad, which is for the... can't really even see it, I just noticed. There we go. For the anthology that's going to be on. You can't really see it. It's just too bright in here. But I also spent the last couple of days working on the next story, and I didn't have one planned, so it was kind of like starting one from scratch. And I came up with a script for the first 8 pages. We'll call that the first 8-page chapter. Let's make sure it's in black. I'm not going to start right in on drawing the comic though right now. What I thought I would do, and let me go find some quick references, although I drew these at work without references. Let's see if I can find my thing. Alright, so we're going to do some Western, like cowboy comics. That's the idea here. And I had this idea of, it's kind of a whole other world, a whole other universe. You have oh, technical pen, that's good. A sort of fantasy world, like a D&D type world. But instead of the medieval paradigm, you would have, you know, kind of like cowboys. And it would be a what's called a points of light setting, where most of the world is overrun by monsters and danger. And then there's just a few places where we have civilization. Also, society is largely lawless, right? That's good, yeah. So that we have, like, the ability for people to have adventures and be heroic. I think that's kind of the secret between games like Dungeons and Dragons or even Traveller. There's the only law is what you make of it. It's a very disordered society. I don't know if I like his pose here. He looks a little bit too casual. So how are we going to mix these tropes of, you know, Wild West and fantasy? I had a couple of ideas. I think characters need a costume, even if they're wearing just regular clothes. I mean, when you think about D&D characters, even D&D characters have a costume. I'm trying to remember what we named this character. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Malvolio. Sounds operatic to me. I'm having a more broad chin. And I like the idea of him having kind of longish hair but with sideburns. He's got two belts, a big belt buckle, and a gun belt. It's kind of necklace of, I don't know what it is, feathers or teeth or something, but just, I like these shapes. And kind of a long sleeve thing, and then sort of a fantasy gauntlet hand. Looking pretty good. I've done enough structural drawing, but he's got, you know, regular pants. He's got clothes on. Oh, if I do this hand at this angle, and we're looking at the angle of feet. Feet are very hard to draw. Feet wearing boots. I did make him too tall. I think I might have made him just a bit too tall. I tilt it like this. Yeah, he looks alright. Alright. We're going to take it and we're going to flip it. It's an asymmetric cape. Kind of comes down this way. I have a feeling I didn't make his arm too long enough, rather. Something about him seems wrong. I'll probably have to do some troubleshooting on him. Whoops. Make it smaller. So it fits in there a little bit better. This is going to be our main character, Malvolio. And the idea of the story is we have a bunch of characters. Well, okay, let's start with the beginning, because I want to introduce the setting at the same time. Flip it back. Okay. So we're gonna have this character called the Lady of Sorrow Springs. She's like a ghost. She's a sorceress. She wears that kind of Day of the Dead makeup. Except in her case, she actually is dead. She wears a veil. And she's a ghost, right? So she's in this ruined mission, and she's known to have the power of prophecy. So whenever people encounter her ghost, she can answer any question. She usually answers it with, I don't know, like maybe a poem or something. She'll answer it with a mysterious couplet or something. I don't know. She's mysterious, but she can answer any question. And there's a monastery that has been set up where people go there to try and attract her attention, because she only appears every once in a while. Like, so there's no understanding of when she appears or where she appears in these ruins. Malvolio is a troubled individual, and he's going to show up there for reasons of his own. And he ends up getting embroiled in sort of the things going on around this monastery. There's going to be like a bad guy that's there that's trying to seize control of the ghost somehow. There's a lot of troubled individuals there that are, for reasons of their own, seeking out the prophecy of the lady. There's going to be a nun there and a monk, Brother Jasper. Oh, and there's going to be, this is how we're also going to introduce, we're going to introduce some monsters, and I think the monsters are going to be these little cactus guys. These little cactus monsters. Which are going to look, you know, kind of cute, but they're actually going to be pretty tough little jerks. And then maybe even some ant monsters. So, and then there might even be some kind of like were-rats or something. So it's going to have all of the Wild West stuff, but it's also going to have these sort of fantasy elements that are going on, plus the ghost story, you know, plus the drama of the characters that are all trying to talk to this ghost. And the thing is called the Lady of Sorrow Springs. So that's going to be my next story. All right. Please like, follow, and subscribe. I will be starting on the first page either tomorrow or tonight, but I'll have a video that shows our layout. I'll go over the script a little bit for the first, I think I have 5 pages. And I have an idea of where it's going to go and who the main characters are. So we'll be going over that soon. Talk to you later.